All right, it's Wednesday, December 20th, just following up on the SPY. You can see here it's had another nice push down. So I was able to scale out of those options. I bought the 480 puts at 478. I just scaled out of 575 to set up an overage trade. They're somewhere between 575 and 625 right now. And we will just see, we'll kind of hit the halfway point of the first bar. So maybe we're going to get the, the failure day here today. If we can get below the open, the first bar, or the intraday lows, we can get to the halfway point of yesterday's bar and maybe get a big reversal day, before the day's over here. Hour and a half to go. We can get an outside bar to the downside. That said, we're still above the halfway point of the prior day. We've only come down to the midpoint of that first bar. This could be an area that's all, it's going to go possibly if we kind of hold in here. And then, I'm not saying we're going to get back up to the highs, but we might just chop around in here. So not convinced it's a reversal day. We really got to get below, yesterday, the intraday low here, which is kind of the midpoint of yesterday. So a lot has to happen still to turn this into a negative day. But if we end up, continuing lower, end up with a shooter bar, you never know. So I just thought it was a good opportunity right in this area to buy the puts. Looking for this kind of a move. I think the better buying opportunities are down here to the downside. Let's see if the buying comes in. If not, then it might continue even lower here. And maybe it can end up, like I said, by Thursday and Friday, maybe getting a bit of a reversal, and maybe, you never know, this weekly chart ends up with a shooter bar. But we still have time to go, for that couple of days. And this day is not over yet, even though it's starting to form a shooter bar. I just thought it was high probability after two pushes up here, after 3 days heading higher, that, you might get a little bit of a pullback, and it could lead to a little bit of momentum. So anyway, this is still a key area. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see it just hold in here if that's what happens, but 15-minute chart will guide the way at this point. Let's see if we can break the lows of the day and those pre-market lows. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, if there is a little bit of a pre-market low here that hasn't been taken out from that first move, maybe price wants to head down there and get that liquidity down here as well. So let's just see what happens. 15-minute chart will tell the story as always. When I shot the first video, or the update video was over here, I held on through this little pullback, and then we get this flush down here. So you never know. Let's just see this area, what happens here on the 15-minute chart relative to that first bar, and, no risk right now to see if we end up with a big reversal day or not.